What's up, Kings Nation? Welcome to Louisville Kings Corner. Today we talk about our Week 2 loss at Orlando and our upcoming game against Orlando Storm in Week 3. Today we also teamed up with Dakota Wolf over at Weather and the Storm Podcast. Sit back and enjoy the show. What's up, Kings Nation? Welcome to Louisville Kings Corner, where we cover all things Louisville Kings. I'm Herbert Helton. My co-host, Justice Montgomery. Take guy in the back, Tyler Logson. How everybody doing, bro?
Thank you for your service, Tyler.
That's right. I forgot that. My bad.
Oh man, I'm doing as best as I can be, man. You know, I woke up today. Praise God. And the Kings got a home game this week. So. First, I want to shout out Scott Richards. He hooked us up with this Louisville Kings plaque thing, and then he also made us a Louisville Kings Corner one. So pretty fire. We got 3 of those and 1 of these. So. Dope, man. Oh, yeah. Also this, light up.
I don't know how you missed it.
LKC, yeah, I don't know. If you want one made of this Louisville Kings one or you want a custom-made one, he can do customs as well. You can find him on Facebook.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, though. Good quality, too, man.
Yeah, I mean, came in the frame and everything, dog.
Yeah, it's sweet.
They run $35 for this size right here, and with the frame, I think it's $45, $50.
Yeah, $45, $50.
Sweet. So, all right, let's get into this. Game 2 versus the Orlando Storm. Didn't fall the Kings' way, you know. So, we're going to sit here and talk about that. First off, we're going to talk about where we watched the game at. All right, we went to Beargrass Creek Tavern down there by Lynn Family Stadium. Got some wings.
Yep. Got me a burger.
Yeah. Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. It was good, yeah.
Fries. Were your wings good?
Yeah, wings were good. Some ranch would have been nice. But I mean, we got there a little before the game. We stayed there till halftime.
Yeah. They had $2 beers.
$2 beers was nice. Hey, Coors Banquet was $2.
Yeah, that's clutch.
Clutch.
Actually. Yeah.
So, and then we moved over to
Parlor Pizza down on 2nd Street. Official watch party. Yep. That was pretty cool. We got there late, and it was still kind of bumping in there.
It was, yeah. We had just missed Derby,
yeah.
The mascot, and a few of the people from the Louisville Kings. But it's all good. We got to go in there and actually enjoy the game with some fans.
Yeah.
So. Not fans of us, fans of the Kings. Just want to throw that out there.
So what was your thought on the broadcasts on ESPN? What do you think?
Man, it's pretty rough, dude. Just the interviewing for these people, for the players and the coaches, man, it's just it was just too much.
Yeah, none of them offensive coordinators or defense coordinators want to talk to them at all.
Yeah, and whenever they minimize it up on the screen and half your TV's getting taken up by offense coordinator here, defense coordinator here, and, you know, the scorebook and stuff at the bottom, I'm like, dude, it's –
the only thing that saved us was having that big projector. And then halfway through the game, I looked over because that Final Four game was playing.
Yeah.
And then the whole Fab Five was on the sides.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude,
sick.
I can't even see the screen right now.
Yeah, no, that is true. But and then on top of that, I mean, what did you think of Mike Rapoli walking up and down the field with the Orlando Storm?
I was furious, dude.
Yeah.
I just felt like he was cheating. I know he wasn't, but it just made me feel that way.
Yeah. Mike Rapoli being down on the sideline, man, just him trying to tell Coach Beck what plays to call, bro.
It was pretty funny. They had him mic'd up on ESPN. He's like, yeah, we're going to throw it deep here. And then Coach Beck's like, nah, we're getting the run game going. Yeah.
What the Kings should do, by the way, is get this run game going. 2 weeks in a row, still haven't got that going. What's going on with that?
Averaging under 3 yards a carry for 2 straight weeks is you're not winning.
No.
You're not going to win games. And like Tyler always says, you can see what they're going to run before they even run it. So
yeah, he always says that. So
I kind of agree, though. Like, you could tell when they're going to run. You could tell when they're going to pass because they're only going to run the ball 10 times a game. So
I mean, if I was on that defensive side of the ball, man, I would just guess pass every single
I'm playing pass every time.
Not only that, but every single time they run is a 3rd and short or 4th and short.
Yeah. They need
let's just load the box up. And then you just, I got 5 down linemen. I hope they can block these 7 blitzers.
I mean, what do you think of the defense side of the ball? We've just talked about the offense. So.
I think, my personal opinion, I think it's the best defense in the league because we played so many snaps and we've only given up 34 points in 2 straight weeks, and we played so much time on defense, and I feel like that just shows a lot.
Yeah. The only way for this defense to get better is to get them off the field and get our offense.
Get them some rest, dude.
Yeah, and get our offense in there and get some more plays in, dude.
That might be our effort problem, maybe. Maybe these guys are just freaking tired.
Yeah, I mean.
I never even thought about that until just now.
Maybe they just are really tired. That's what me and Herb and Tyler have been talking about. It's kind of like the effort by some of these players, not all players, just some players on the defensive side, is just not there, So,
yeah.
And then on top of that, I don't know if you boys remember, but that first drive that we had, Jason Bean, third down, he scrambles.
Yeah.
If he would have just taken a hit, maybe a little bump, he could have got that first down.
Yeah.
But instead, what'd he do? He slid.
Yeah.
Then we're putting the ball in our first
You got to
down.
know your situation, because if you're sliding as a quarterback, you got to know if I need to go head first or feet first. Yeah. In that moment, he should have went head first, and he made the wrong play on that. But
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Chandler Rogers was out there taking hits, boy. Yeah. Getting that ball as he's getting hit, he's like, "Oh shoot!" And then he throws it just
for a completion.
Magician out there.
Yeah.
I thought he was sacked. I looked away.
Off.
Yeah, I looked away. I was like, "Oh, another freaking sack."
Yeah.
Now I see dude catching, turn upfield.
Yeah, I thought he played well for real. I mean, besides the interception, which we talked about with Dakota, is like the whole 2 quarterback system is trash. Please throw that away. Because, he didn't throw the interception until after the fact that, Jason Bean started. He came in, scored 3 straight times, not touchdowns, but they got points. Took him out after that, and then you come back in and expect him to play the same, and he throws the interception.
Yeah.
So,
T-Bar, do you got any thoughts on this Louisville Kings team these past 2 weeks, or this last game versus Storm?
Nothing I can say on here.
All right.
At least you're honest.
Fair.
Yeah.
Let's not be Debbie Downers here, boys. We got Orlando Storm. We got a chance to get our lick back right here. We're playing the same team back-to-back weeks. You never get that opportunity.
Yeah.
Our flag just fell. But that's all I'm saying, man. Like, we got our chance to get our lick back. It's going to be right here, Lynn Family Stadium, April 10th, down
8 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah. And we're just –
everybody needs to show up again, man. Support the Kings. So,
yeah. Do not give up on this team.
Yeah.
We're 0-2. Do not give up, man. We got 8 weeks to go.
Speaking of that game, come hang out with us at the tailgate.
Yeah. Go live right in the corner, the Kings Corner.
Yeah. It's awesome. Right by the big bus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a dude there. He's not a part of us, but he's going to be kind of with us, selling Kings chains.
Yeah.
You can buy them for $25, walking straight into Lynn Family Stadium from the goal lot.
Right by the bus.
They're sick.
Yeah, they're cool, man.
So, all right. So, we got Jester of the Week. Me and Herb talked. We could have put it on a Kings player.
We're not going to.
We're not going to do that, man. We're not going to be. I'm the Jester of the Week this week. The way I was talking about Jack Plummer last week, man, was just kind of unacceptable. And that's only because of the fact that he came out and threw 20 for 25 with 1 interception.
Trash time interception, too.
Trash time, yeah, 100%. And
after they drove him down the field.
Me and Loxton, we both said, man, check down Queen, Jack Plummer.
I'm not going to argue that.
And then the one time he doesn't check it down, what happens?
Pick. So
and that's the Jack that we know and love.
Hopefully he does that a lot this week.
So that's what we're expecting out of old Jack Plummer coming back, make his debut in Louisville, his comeback debut in Louisville. So, yeah, let's roll the clip of me talking crazy about Jack Plummer. Jack Plummer being the quarterback of this Orlando Storm team, you're only as good as your weakest link. So you're only strong, but Louisville Kings versus a sorry Orlando Storm. When I say sorry Orlando Storm, I'm really referring to that sorry quarterback they got over there, Plummer. Yeah. Before we even did the drafts, we were saying, hey, we don't want Plummer. Not on this team, not on the Louisville Kings. Plummer is going to have more completion to Kings players than Jason Bean. Cheering on Jason Bean. Probably booing Plummer.
Yeah, we don't know about cigarettes, but we know bad quarterback when we see one. Jack Plummer's the worst.
Yeah, dude, that was just
embarrassing.
Yeah, dude, I'm a little embarrassed by that, man. I was talking crazy about him, and I shouldn't have, man. Louisville alum, right there. All right, Kings Nation, we're back with Dakota Wolf. Weathering the Storm, an Orlando Storm podcast. Second week in a row we've had him on. We had him on last week for game 1 versus the Storm. Now we're playing him again.
Yay.
Dakota, how you feeling, bro?
Doing good, man. 2-0. Feels good.
Yeah.
Feels good. How about y'all, man?
Wow.
Yeah, that's
He's
crazy.
trolling, right?
Yeah, he's trolling. Is he trolling? What's he look like on there? He's trolling.
Nah, if I was trolling, I would mention the
Y'all didn't win.
Kings by 90.
All I know is, Dakota, I'm wearing a full black fit, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm at a
Nah,
funeral.
don't do that.
right now.
Season just started. It's
I
not
feel like
a
I'm at a
funeral
funeral
yet.
already.
All right, Dakota. How was your fan experience at the Orlando game versus the Kings on Saturday night? And tell us how the crowd was rocking.
No, it was good. It was a fun time. We got there early, did the pregame. I noticed right away there was less people like outside the stadium than the first time. Like it was definitely less packed. But we got in the fan section, got some alcohol coming in, just got loud, got crazy. But no, it was a good time. I wore this there. I was a little nervous about it, but
Oh, so you were in the wall, they're calling it on ESPN for the Storm, right?
yeah, nah. We've been in the wall. We'll be there all season. It was fun. It was loud. The crowd's like really engaged. No, it's awesome. That's one of the few places you'll ever see me like just screaming my lungs out, just going crazy.
All right, so you talked about like being coming into the game and you didn't see quite as many fans there. Can you kind of talk about, this problem in Orlando that everybody's seeing and talking about on Twitter about the attendance for the Orlando Storm?
Yeah, so like it was definitely less people. And obviously, like I'll say I would like more people to be there. Like obviously we want more. We want as many people as possible. So 8,500, like that's not the number we want. But at the same time, like in my section, I didn't really notice a big difference. We're still just as loud as we were the first game. But like I don't have any problem with just addressing the fact that we probably need more people. But I do think the reaction probably went a little far in terms of social media, in terms of like I heard people saying Orlando needs to be moved out of the league after the season's over. People saying the league is going to collapse because of Orlando and Houston. Stuff like that I think is ridiculous to say after week 2. I think like any team having a little bit less of attendance shouldn't be a death sentence for that team. Like just if you want to build a stable league, you just got to go through the ups and downs and ride it out, and eventually a fan base will form. But yeah, of course, we want to see more people. I didn't notice it too badly when I was there in person, but yeah, like we want to see more people, but I don't think it's like alarm bells need to be going off. I think the reaction was a little extreme.
Why do you think it is that people in Orlando aren't showing up? Especially, I mean, it's 2-0 team. They're playing good. Why do you think they're struggling to get people in there?
If they're 2-0 and getting 8,000, what are we getting Friday?
Time will tell, buddy.
Yeah. So the main reason I would say there's a couple like specific to that night. I'll say Easter Sunday. I mean, most people are going to church first thing in the morning, or a lot of people are going to church first thing in the morning on Sunday morning. So a little bit of a hard sell. Also, Orlando, the way I described it in my video was, and this isn't disrespect to Louisville, of course, or Columbus. Their fans have turned out great, and I'm really happy for them. But at the same time, like Orlando has kind of been here before, and that's not. I guess that's not really a good thing. But we've been here like 6 times before, not in the UFL, but Spring League in general. Yeah. So it's like, and people like to spin it as though Orlando failed these teams. Like we failed to show up, so those teams left. But in reality, if you look at every single one of those teams, the turnout was good, but the whole league for that those teams were in collapsed. So then we got burnt, and then we got burnt. So this is like the 6th time we're trying this, and the team and the fan base is just getting burnt. So I said it like Orlando didn't fail these teams before; these teams failed Orlando. And obviously, the first time they fail, you can sell it again. The second time, the third time, the fourth time, the 5th time. So I think people just need a little time to actually be like, okay, this team is actually here to stay. Like they're not going to just go away after one season. We're just wasting our money to go see the 6th team that's been brought here. So that's how I kind of feel. I think with time, that will get better. But of course, if you follow the advice of people on Twitter, they just want to get rid of the team after 2 games, and that's the end of it. Right. You just got to give it time. And Orlando has like, you have Disney, we had like a hockey game going on after the same night of the first game. So that probably hurt. But there's like a billion different things to do in Orlando that's not sports related to pull attention away.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I think there's a lot
of that's coming to Orlando. They're not coming there for a spring football game. They're going there for Disney World. So
yeah, exactly.
So you think just people in general are just scared to commit to, I guess, a team for the sixth time? Is that what you're saying? I guess
a little bit, at least at the beginning. I think people will be won over if they see the UFL will be stable and they're not just going to collapse again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I'm at. Like, I wouldn't be worried at all. Like, I think it will get better with time, especially if this goes into a second season. It'll get better. I'm not really concerned at all about it. Now, if it keeps going down after this at below 8,000, I'll start to worry. So it's really to be determined if it's really something to be worried about. But after week 2, I'm not. Yep. I'm not there yet. Let's at least give it one season.
25,000.
What's up?
25,000.
25,000.
Yeah, 25,000.
So right before half, your boy Plummer goes down. DTR comes in. How was you feeling about that? And how was a kind of crowd? Was the crowd chanting anything? Like, what was going on?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, the crowd is always one Jack Plummer incompletion away from chanting DTR. I mean, it was, I don't know if you can hear it on the TV. I assume not, but
there's enough people there.
Do you remember what happened last time we talked crap to the guy?
Right,
yeah. We apologize.
Yeah,
but we didn't mean that.
Louisville by 90? Did you mean 9? But no. Back to DTR.
It's so funny, bro, because it's so true. It's like too true and it kind of hurts.
You're just kicking us while we're down, bro.
That's okay.
Oh, it's but back to DTR. No, they were definitely chanting his name when he came in. I was hype. I was chanting his name, obviously. But obviously it was short-lived. It was like 30 seconds. And I think in that 30 seconds, you got the whole DTR package. He came in, he got 2 first downs, looked really good. Then he had a delay a game. Then he had an intentional grounding, and then he got
2
pulled out.
penalties as well, yeah.
So it's like the comp. I don't know if y'all know who he is, but Anthony Richardson is the comp I have for him right now. Maybe that's not the most friendly comp, but that's what it reminded me of. You have these really electric, and then he had a scramble for like 6 yards. So like you have this electric aspect to his game, but it's a lot more up and down. So as a coach, like from the coach's perspective, I can see why Jack Plummer is starting, just because it's more safe, it's boring, but he at least will execute the offense exactly how they want it. Which I assume we might get into, which is just screen pass, slant, hand it off, screen pass, slant, hand it off. So yeah, it was a little, once he got pulled out, like the crowd in my section was pretty pissed about it. And if Jack Plummer did anything other than come in and immediately throw a 41-yard touchdown, it probably would have been bad, but obviously that's what he did.
That play too, but we didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't call it, or maybe why we didn't challenge it, but
What happened? What happened, you said?
oh, there was a
you didn't see.
Yeah, there was an offensive fault. There was a false start on that play. But they didn't.
Oh, okay.
I think it could have went either way, but they should at least threw a flag and blamed somebody.
Yeah, and looked it over, called it back. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you look at our defensive, effort on that play was god awful.
Because they just thought the play was not there.
No, they seen the play. They seen the runner right next to him and then take off, and they didn't even try to tackle him. But.
Yeah, I mean, KJ caught the ball on one side and looped all the way around to the other sideline. So,
now, how'd you think the Storm performed versus the Kings this past week?
If I were to give letter grades, like I'll start with the offense. I'll give them like a C+. It was more of the same, kind of the same stuff we saw against the Aviators, just dink and dunk, and the crowd getting, the horrifically small crowd that showed up, just pitiful crowd. Was like getting a little restless at the beginning of the game when it was like 9-6 or so. Just screen pass, like you could literally just predict it easy as day. Screen pass, slant, hand it off. Screen pass, slant, hand it off. 4th and 2 or 4th and 15, we're throwing a screen pass or a slant, or we're handing it off. Yeah. So again, like, it got the job done. We got 2 touchdowns, one right before halftime and one like in the fourth quarter with like 4 minutes left or so, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So it was fine. It got the job done, but the running game definitely took a step back as well. So C+, it was fine.
What'd you think of the defensive side of the ball?
Defense, I would give a solid A. I mean, when you look at, no, I'm not getting disrespectful about it, but when you look at the rushing numbers, especially Benny Snell, because I really thought he was going to be an absolute dog in this league. I still think he can be. But whatever's going on with him, obviously they shut it down. So it was 6 carries for like 6 yards, I think. And then Jason Bean, obviously I've been hyping him up all offseason. I really liked him, but 4 of 15, like a 20-something% completion percentage. So I'd say the defense did just about as good as they possibly could have. I'll give them an A.
I think I seen a stat earlier where Bean it's like 17 and 42 for pass completions.
Jeez.
2 games. How those games just turned out. Who do you see going into half leading, and what's that look like?
This might be a cop-out, but I'm going to say they're tied at the half. I'll give it like 7-7. I still think it's going to be low scoring, probably even lower scoring than this one was.
Yeah, because we can't score. You're right.
I think I don't know if we'll score a touchdown.
We did score a touchdown.
Yeah, we did. So what do you think your final game prediction is? Kings versus Storm at Lynn Family Stadium with that crowd rocking.
Louisville Kings Corner rocking in section 209.
With the mascot Derby just going crazy down there on the field. Yeah. I mean, how do you think the Storm, how do you think Jack Plummer's going to handle all this? And, I mean.
He's 100% getting booed, too.
Yeah,
fierce environment he's walking into right now.
Final score prediction.
Oh, wow. Well, I'll give it 17-14. I mean, just more of the same. I mean, based off of what we've seen so far, 14 might be a little generous for the Kings, but
wow, buddy, Tanner Brown's gonna have more than 14 points himself. That's our kicker, by the way.
Oh, okay, 15. I'll give it because that's a more kicker-friendly number. I'll give y'all 15, 17-15. I don't know. Jason B might complete 5 passes.
That's fine.
Not bad.
Because Taylor's going to be in the game.
He subs in at quarterback. I mean, the dual quarterback system, y'all might try a triple threat and just
never
put the
works,
kicker
by
in.
the way.
You're not trying to.
Never works.
No, I completely agree. Just choose a guy and stick with him. Bench him, but don't put him back in after you bench him.
1,000%. Especially when the guys took you down the field 3 times and got points in return. So,
what's your prediction for the rest of the Storm season? How do you think their season is going to unfold from here?
So obviously, I'm going to sound like a homer with this, but
2-1.
I'll say I have them going 7-3. Just looking off the schedule now. Again, it's way too early to actually make that type of prediction. It's only 2 games in. For all we know, Louisville could figure it out on offense, turn this thing completely around. Everything I've been worried about from the Storm's offense could come true and fall flat on its face. But I'll say 7-3. I have the losses being against the Stallions. I think we play them twice. The Renegades, we only play them once, but they're looking really good. They can put up a lot of points, so I'm worried about keeping up with that. Our defense is good, but I'm worried about the offense keeping up. And the Defenders, we play them twice, so I have a split in that as well.
Well, Dakota, thank you for coming on our podcast once again. This is Dakota Wolf. You could find him on Weathering the Storm and Orlando Storm podcast. He's on all platforms, YouTube, Apple, Spotify. Really good dude.
Yeah.
And he makes really good Orlando Storm content. So go check him out if you're interested in that stuff. And like, sub, comment. For Dakota Wolf, right there, man. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. First game we're going to talk about, Houston Gamblers at DC Defenders. This is on Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I mean, I feel like it's going to be a decent matchup. The way Houston played this past week.
Yeah, but DC also put up 44 last week, so
I'm going DC as well.
Yeah, I'm rocking DC. I feel like they're just the way better team.
Yeah. I think the score is going to be similar to DC's previous week, which was 44-26.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
I mean,
I feel like that's how it's going to work. So,
Tyler, do you want to give your prediction?
I would say DC, just because 20 points. What did they score last week or the
22.
first week?
Who?
No, they scored 22.
Gamblers. I think it was like 19 or something. It was something low.
20 points isn't going to beat DC.
No, they're not. Yeah, you're right.
All right, next up, we got Sunday on April 12th at 12 p.m. We got the Columbus Aviators at the Dallas Renegades.
Dallas by 1 million.
Dallas by 1 million. That is, yeah, you're true. You're right. They're probably the best team in the league right now.
Probably. That's by far.
We got 2-2-0 teams. All right. Are you saying Renegades as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then another one on Sunday, 3 p.m. It's Birmingham Stallions versus St. Louis Battlehawks.
I feel like that's going to be an interesting one.
That's going to be a good watch.
I feel like the Stallions are be coming off. I mean, they're both coming off losses. So, I mean.
Both 1-1.
Yeah, but you also got to think that, like, Birmingham lost to Houston and then St. Louis lost to the best team in the league, Dallas.
I'm going St. Louis personally.
Yeah, I am too.
You got Birmingham or?
I'm going to pick Birmingham for this one.
Okay, yeah. Way to switch it up.
All right, game we're talking about here. This podcast is over this team. The Orlando Storm at the Louisville Kings at Lynn Family Stadium. That's on Friday, April 10th at 8 p.m. You can still go online and get your tickets, UFL.com/tickets.
Ooh. Shout out to Tinley, man.
Yeah, shout out to him. So, I mean, how are we feeling about this?
Like I was telling Dakota, man, 28-21, Louisville Kings. Last week I said 27-21, but we're better than that. 28-21. Book it.
I can't remember the score I told him, but I'll say Kings 24.
21-14.
All right, I'll say 24-14 Kings. You know, Taylor Brown, he's going to get in there and kick that field goal.
I say if we score one touchdown, we win the game. That's what I'm going to say.
And that's why I'm going to say Orlando's going to win this game because we can't score a touchdown.
Okay.
Wow. That's not biased, by the way.
His opinion, yeah. That's his opinion.
You live in America, buddy. You can have an opinion.
That's a safe thing to say off camera, though, so you're good.
Yeah, man. Like we said, April 10th, Friday. That's going to be today when this podcast gets posted, 8 p.m. We're going to be set up at the tailgate probably. Well, we're going to be set up at the tailgate probably around, what, you say, 4:30 again, 3:30, 2:30?
I'd say like 2:30.
12:30?
I'm leaving work early again.
11:30? 10:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m.
I think I might just put up a tent the night before. Ooh. Only reason why I'm pooping on our parade, I wouldn't say the only reason, but I think we're going to be 0-3, but guess what? I'm still going to be in the stands cheering my heart out.
That's right, man. Don't give up on this team. It's too early. Bring your family, your neighbor, your coworker. Everybody, bring them all.
And it's hard to. It's honestly hard to say that, right? When you're sitting here watching a podcast all about this team, and one of the guys on the podcast is saying we're going to lose this week. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm realistic, bro. That's what can I say?
Like even if we do lose, you can still have fun because guess what? That's a fact, by the way. Because the first week we had a blast. So
you know what? Since you had the Kings losing, let's make a bet right here.
Okay, here we go.
I already know what he's going to say.
No. Oh yeah.
What you want?
Can I just say it?
Yeah.
What do you want? Or
same thing.
You do that?
No,
do the video?
No. I'm saying he does.
Oh. Okay, so if you lose, you have to make a video of you jumping up and down 3 times in slow motion.
Baby oil on.
Oil. All right, Diddy.
All right, let's get money involved because he ain't gonna do that.
I'll do it 20.
20? I'll put 20 on it.
I say we do 100.
I'm not putting 100 on this.
I'm not putting 100 up on my team that I want to win.
He'll throw 100 a bag, but he won't bet 100. That's crazy. You're worse than him. Now you just show faith that you don't have any faith at all.
All right, why don't you put your money where your mouth is?
I didn't want to bet with him.
All right. But you was like, can I say what I want? Can I get the bet in?
It's funny. It was my idea.
So make the bet with him.
He ain't gonna do it.
I'm not gonna throw 100 on it. I'll throw.
No, I'm talking about the slow motion video.
Oh, no.
See, he ain't gonna do it.
All right.
I would put 100 up against that if he would do it, but he won't. So it don't matter.
All right. Anyways, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching this. I'm Justin Montgomery. It's my co-host Herbert Hill, producer in the back, Mr. Tyler Logson. Thank you for your service. And yep, all hail
Kings.